Hi, I'm Jay Monte with Trufan Boxing, joined by my colleague Sean Sullivan of Boxing Digest. Sean, Juan Manuel Lopez didn't disappoint, but he hit the canvas on the process before knocking out Bernabe Concepcion.
Right. He's becoming one of those exciting yet vulnerable fighters with the title belt. Mm-hmm. And, you know, that's a good way to get fans.
You know, I question a little bit fighting a guy like Concepcion, who looks like an orthodox Manny Pacquiao, comes from the same place, the Philippines. The guy could punch a little bit, no?
Of course he can, but, you know, it's a good test because in September, now that he won, that he beat Concepcion, Juanma is going to fight Rafael Marquez.
And that's another risk, because that guy could fight a little bit also.
Another great fight.
And after that, if he passes Marquez, which a lot of people are saying maybe not, he has to fight Gamboa, hopefully, in December.
Hopefully.
If that happens. Or the winner of that fight will fight Gamboa, who a lot of people will say that he's the best out there today.
Okay, but you have these other guys at featherweight. You have Chris John, who's the real featherweight champion, no matter belt or no belt. He's the real featherweight champion. And that Caballero, and he's the dark horse in this division.
Wow.
Who, you know, someone's got to fight these guys.
I'd like to see a tournament at featherweight, but like you said, you'd like to see a tournament everywhere in all weight divisions. I tell you who's on the fight this weekend that I saw. I don't know if you caught it. It's Mike Jones, a welterweight, a little old, but he's still in a prospect, 27 years old. Sean, I thought I seen everything in boxing, and something new comes along. Has the guy hurt, and he hits him definitely a low blow. The referee doesn't see it and starts counting to 10 count, and he counts him out.
Well, you know, it might not happen that regularly, but it's not new. If you recall when Roberto Duran knocked out Ken Buchanan for the title, the lightweight title, in
very
72.
Similar, yes.
Yeah, it looks similar to me.
Do you recall anything else like that happening before? I never.
Other than Duran?
I always, but it was called, you know, the Riddick Bowe with Collado was called.
Right.
I mean, but never something like the referee just came over and counted. It seems like Randy Newman, the referee of that fight, is always in a controversy everywhere he goes.
Yeah, sometimes referees miss calls.
Atlantic City. Anyway, interesting fight. Look for more from Mike Jones later. And I heard he might fight somebody.
Yeah, well, they're gearing him for a title shot, most likely against Andre Berto. Berto and Jones is going to be a tremendous fight. I'm looking forward to it if it happens.
Okay, interesting. Fights coming up now in July. We have this weekend Zab Judah, Jose Santa de la Cruz, David Tua, Monte Barrett. What is your call on these fights?
Two fighters on the comeback trail, Zab Judah and David Tua. I think Tua's going to beat Barrett. At this point in both their careers, you know, they're both on the downslide. Tua's 37, 38 years old. His manager, Roger Bloodworth, likes to call him a young 38, you know, fine. Right. And the last thing to go in a heavyweight, of course, is power, and that's what David Tua is known for. Right. So, therefore, I think he's going to knock out Barrett.
You think Tua would knock him out, yeah?
Absolutely.
Okay.
But, you know, and Zab Judah, the same thing. You know, he's looking to get back into the title picture. He's going back down 140 pounds where he started, you know, thinking, you know, that division is loaded with talent right now and opportunities, so why not give it a shot? And then we'll find out this weekend.
A big fight this weekend is now welterweight Timothy Bradley, junior welterweight champion, going up to 147, challenging Luis Carlos Abreu from Argentina. What do we know about Abreu?
Well, it is a non-title fight because Bradley is moving up. And Abreu, yeah, I mean, he's fought a couple decent level fighters, David Estrada being one of them. Right. And, you know, he's proven himself in the lower tier fighters. Now we're going to see him against the best.
It's an interesting fight because both are unbeaten. And
it doesn't, you know, unbeaten records don't really mean that much. You know, they mean something, but in this case, I don't think it means that much.
Okay.
In Abreu's case, yes, he's talented, and yes, he's undefeated, and he's beaten some decent level fighters. But Tim Bradley is one of the top pound-for-pound fighters in the world today at 140 pounds. And yes, this is 147, so we'll see how good he is at 147 and where his future can go from there. But, you know, it's a good test regardless.
Sean, other than David Tua, there are really no big heavyweights fights on the horizon. Thomas Adamek is fighting Michael Grant in August. But James Toney is fighting a crossroad fight with MMA, Randy Couture. Do you see this as far as a sideshow, or what is it?
I mean, it could be, you know, given Tony's big mouth and how he likes to boast and brag a lot about himself.
Right.
But at the same time, you look at his history, he is one of the greater fighters of today's generation. Yes, he is 40 years old or over 40.
Yeah.
But Couture is on the crossroads too. It's just a matter that Tony is going to Couture's backyard, mixed martial arts, and Tony thinks he's going to beat Couture by doing just a stand-up game.
Right.
Meanwhile, you have a guy that's so adverse with everything else.
It's an apple fighting an orange, Sean, to me.
Right.
And I just don't know. But the thing is, maybe cry ignorance for me. Tony said he's coming back after he beats Couture to defend his title. I didn't even know he had it. Does he have a heavyweight title?
Wait, he says he's coming back to defend in boxing?
Yes. So he has an IBA or whatever title, some alphabet soup title. I don't know. I can't figure this out anymore. It's getting tougher and tougher. But who knows?
I think it's just it's an interesting matchup.
Right.
Me personally, as more of a boxing fan than a mixed martial arts fan, I'm still intrigued by it, and I think a lot of boxing fans who know Tony's history are going to tune in. So that's a great cross promotion.
Cross promotion fight. For Sean Sullivan Boxing Digest, I'm Jay Monte, Trufan Boxing. Be there in the square. Take care.
Want more? Go to inasectv.com to connect with the world of sports. Real-time updates, blog postings, and all the action you can handle in a sec. inasectv.com, connecting you to the world of sports.